What's going on? It's your boy Chris, right? And welcome back to a Quick Little Word podcast. I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to keep it quick. I ain't going to hold you because as always, I value your time and I value what you got going on. So with that being said, be sure to subscribe, like, comment, share, all of that good stuff. I would really appreciate you. And I just want to jump straight into it. So this might go on record as like my shortest video. I don't know yet. But I want to talk about some advice. I want to give some advice to fathers, especially like young fathers, being a young dad and a young husband myself. You know, I know sometimes you can feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulder and, everything falls on you. But fellas, so to my young dads, especially if you're married, I want you to remember something. Tip number one. You are not Superman. Ask for help. That might sound crazy. You're like, man, what you talking about, Chris? Like, as a man, sometimes we feel like we have to do everything and we have to be everything to everybody, our wife, our kids, friends, family, co-workers, and things like that. When it comes to your kids, ask for help. If you ain't sure, if that outfit that you didn't put on your youngin', look good, ask for help. If you're not sure what they like to eat, you should, but you gotta ask for help. You're not Superman, and it's okay to be like, hey, look, love, babe, whatever. I need help with X, Y, and Z with the kids or for the kids. You don't have to try to pretend like you know it all and you got it all together. I still ask my wife things about the kids all the time. I know when to ask for help, whether it's because I need a break or I'm just not sure on something dealing with the kids. The next thing is be involved. Be involved with your kids. You know what I'm saying? And that's more than just, providing a roof over their head and providing clothes on their back and keeping the lights on. When I say be involved, depending on where your kids' age range is, it might be different. But if you have older kids, go to their school progress reports. You know what I'm saying? Go to the teacher conferences and stuff, the report card conferences. Go to the games. Go to the practices. Learn what they're interested in. Learn what their likes and their dislikes. Learn their favorite foods. You know what I'm saying? Like, be attentive, pay attention. Sometimes you got to sit back and just watch. Because a lot of times, especially if you have younger kids, they'll tell you and show you, even if they can't really communicate just yet, what they want, what they like, what they don't like. So they mean it like them peas. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find something else that they might like. And if you see they don't like peas, but they like green beans, then do green beans. Don't try to force them to eat peas. They may not like bananas, but they like watermelon. Buy them watermelon. You know what I'm saying? Be involved. Go to the doctor's appointments. You know what I'm saying? Go to those appointments and sit in the room, learn what's going on with your kid. Don't just leave it all on the mother, on your wife, on your spouse to deal with and handle. Stay involved, be involved, because when that kid gets older, I truly believe that it makes a difference. At least I know what a healthy father-kid relationship look like. I didn't have it myself, but I'm able to sit back and look at other people and be like, oh yeah, their dad was definitely involved. You know what I mean? You should know your kids' birthdays, know what they're allergic to, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So just stay involved, be involved, and be attentive, play with your kids. You may not feel like it, you may be tired, but a little bit goes a long way. You might be reading a book to them, coloring for older kids, hop on a game with them, take them outside, go to the park, shoot some basketball, ride bikes, whatever. If you got girls, do a little double dutch and a little jump rope. It might even be something as simple as getting on the ground and writing chalk on the concrete. So just keep that in mind. And then the next thing is to be patient. Be patient with yourself, because this goes back to you're not Superman, you're not a superhuman. So be patient with yourself and be patient with your baby. You hear me? Like, be patient with your kids. Again, they kids, they don't know. Especially, you know, those toddlers to 14, 15. And even people might be like, oh, well, 14, 15, like, they old enough to understand. Yeah, that is true. But like, you know, they don't know. You are still responsible to teach them. So think twice before, you know, just screaming and being mad all the time. Because if you have like little ones, then your first reaction to them doing something like spilling milk or juice on the floor is like, you want to yell, you want to be angry and stuff, because it's like, why did you stand there and just dump milk on the floor for no reason? Calm down, wipe the milk up, be patient with the kid, be patient with yourself. Even if that means you got to step away and step back and take a deep breath and woosah for a minute, you know? So don't lose sight of that, man. Like, you got to take your time. You got to take your time. You got to learn them. They got to learn you. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. And then, you know, lastly, this ties into being involved, but lastly, bond with your kids. And if you have, and this is specifically for those that might have multiple kids, I think it's extremely important to have one-on-ones. It's extremely important, fellas, to like literally, you know, take your youngest, do something with them. And again, this goes into learning your kids in different ways. They all might not be into the same thing. So you take one, you learn with it. Even if you might have to keep a journal. You might have to keep, you know, something in your phone. You know what I mean? Keep something where you can like just keep notes on what kid likes, what kid is into, you know, kid A may like this, kid B like this, whatever it may be. But have one-on-one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't always group everybody together and have group activities all the time. Like, that's cool to have family time, but it's extremely important, I believe, to have that one-on-one interaction to where you and the oldest can have private time, you and the youngest can have private time, you and the middle kid, however many kids you got again. So, you know, just make sure you are taking time, but you're taking equal time for each one. And especially if you have young kids, because it'll come a point in time where they're not going to want to be really around. They're going to be young adults before you know it. You know what I mean? And if you're a father that has older kids and they already kind of at that point, man, keep trying. Don't tap out, you know, do a little piece a day with your kid. You know, if it's a young man, take him to a basketball game or something like that. But just make sure you stand involved and you know, you just being there for your kids, man. Because again, I've seen relationships where fathers were present in their kids' lives, and I see that love and how they are as people and how long of a way that goes. So fellas, hang in there, stay strong, and I love you. You hear me? So if ain't nobody else told you, know that I love you and ain't nothing you can do about it. But I'm going to go in and get out of here. I'm going to let you get out of here. And as always, like, comment, subscribe again. And for my brand, check out my website. It'll be linked in the descriptions. It's called Facians, and it's all about wellness, self-care, self-love, mental health. And I think it's something for everybody. It's something for everybody, especially if you are somebody that's bold and confident and things like that. Just go check that out. I mean, you might find something you like. So with that being said, until next time, I'ma holla at you.